Hello and welcome to another episode of Yoga Anywhere. My name's Amanda and I'm going to be taking you through this morning flow practice today. So this practice is perfect for first thing in the morning when you wake up and you're still a little bit tired and your body's a little bit stiff. I've been thinking about it recently and I actually feel like it's a little bit crazy that we jump out of bed after sleeping and being still for so long and we don't even stretch our bodies. So take this time to do this short practice just for you. We're going to get started in seated position, hands on our knees, bringing shoulders up towards our ears, down our spine, and then closing your eyes. And we're just going to start with 5 deep breaths here. So breathing in through your nose, out through your nose, in through your nose, out through your nose, in through your nose, out through your nose. 2 more. Really good. Now we're going to move into some neck circles. So dropping your right ear towards your right shoulder, slowly bringing your chin towards your chest, and then looping your left ear towards your left shoulder, and then back up. 2 more just like that. 1 more. And switch directions. Left ear towards left shoulder. Start bringing your chin towards your chest. Bringing right ear towards your left shoulder and then back up. Continuing just like that. 1 more round. All right, now coming back to neutral and blinking your eyes open. Inhale, bringing arms up towards the ceiling. Or interlace your hands, reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then exhale over towards your left. Feeling a nice stretch through the side body here. Inhale back to center, and exhale over towards the right. Breathing space and length into those tight, sticky places between each of your ribs. Taking nice, deep inhales and exhales. Inhale back to center, and now exhale, releasing the hands and folding forward. Just coming as far as you can. This doesn't need to be the biggest forward fold of your life. Just really breathing into it and relaxing your head and neck. Really good. Coming back up to center and coming onto all fours. As you get onto all fours, stacking wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, and we're going to start rocking in circles. So heading over to the right and just moving in circles. Warming up the hips for the start of your day. Really good. And switching directions over towards the left. Really good. And coming back to neutral. Now we'll move through a few rounds of cat-cow to warm up the spines. When an inhale, drop the belly, reach the hips and head, coming into cow pose. Exhale, rounding down, arching spine, coming into cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Coming back to neutral, spreading through all 10 of your fingers, pushing into your hands, tucking those toes and sending your hips to downward facing dog. And as you arrive here, keep a nice bend in your knees and just pedaling through your knees. So walking out your knees, bending one and then the other. Really good. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, plant your right foot in between your hands, dropping your back knees, untucking your toes, and coming up into a low modified lunge. So waking up those hip flexors here, waking up the fronts of the legs. Really good. All right, now as you're ready, reaching your right arm up towards the ceiling. and then slowly reach over towards the right. So we're creating a nice stretch from our knee all the way to our fingertips. Really good. Inhale back to center, plant your hands down, walk your hands back me into a hamstring stretch. Ooh, I feel that this morning. And we're going to do this in more of a dynamic movement. So inhale, walk yourself forward. Exhale, walk yourself back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And we're going to hold here. And we've done that movement in a couple of other videos, and here's why. When we hold into a stretch, we're kind of forcing the muscles to lengthen, but when we have the more dynamic movement, we're allowing our body and our muscles to kind of warm up a little bit more naturally, just the way we would if we went out and started jogging right now. Really good. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, walk yourself back, plant your hands, and step back to all fours here. Now we're going to tuck our toes and come back to downward facing dog. Noticing how you feel. Pedaling out your legs once again. And just observing how you feel side to side. Take an inhale breath, and as you exhale, plant your left foot in between your hands. Drop your back knee down, untuck your toes, and come up halfway. Really good. Breathing here. All right, now as you're ready, bringing your right arm up towards the ceiling and then exhale over towards the left. So once again, creating a lot of length in your right side. Creating a nice stretch through your side body. Taking deep inhales and exhales. Inhale back to center. Exhale, plant your hands and walk them back me into that hamstring stretch, creating a lot of length through your upper spine, through your back here. All right, and now we're going to move into the dynamic flow. So inhale, walking forward. Exhale, back into your hamstring stretch. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One more time. And back, holding for a couple of breaths here. Really good. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, walk it forward, plant your hands, and coming back to all fours. So from here, we're going to sweep the legs around, coming onto our sit bones, bringing your knees, or bringing your legs long in front of you, flexing through your toes. Take an inhale breath to lengthen the spine, reach your hands towards the ceiling, and exhale, moving forward. Be really gentle with your body here. Allow your hands to just fall wherever they may lay. Maybe they reach the big toes, maybe they just rest by the knees. It's not about getting somewhere, it's just about observing the sensations and seeing if you can open up the body a little bit more before you go on with your day today. Taking nice deep inhales and exhales. Really good. Inhale deeply. Exhale, slowly come up. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Step it over your left leg. We're going to come into a twist here, so lengthen your spine, nice long spine. Right hand is directly behind your sit bones. Take an inhale breath, reach your left arm, and exhale, hook it on the outside of your right knee. Now you're making space in between your shoulders for your chest. So obviously your chest is between your shoulders, but actually think about you're reaching your chest right in between as if you were reaching them through a gateway. Take an inhale, and then exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale deeply, and exhale, slowly unwind. Let's move through some windshield wipers here, so plant your feet, right, left. Really good, getting the hips moving, waking them up a little bit. And then let's move into the other side. So extend right leg long, left foot into your chest, step it over, left hand behind your sit bones. Inhale, right arm towards the ceiling, hook it to the outside of the left knee, and begin your twist. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to twist a little deeper. So continue that pattern as you move through your twist here. Remembering that even just moving a little bit is good enough. It doesn't have to be a massive, massive movement. Take a deep inhale all together, and exhale, slowly release. One more set of windshield wipers here. Back and forth, left and right. All right, last seated pose before we head on to our backs. We're gonna bring the bottoms of our feet together into a traditional butterfly pose. Holding lightly onto the ankles, take an inhale to lengthen through your spine, and then an exhale to fold forward. Opening up the inner line of the legs here. Breathing nice, deep inhales and exhales, in and out. Really good. Now inhale deeply, and exhale, slowly come up. All right, making your way onto your back here and drawing your knees into your chest. Giving yourself a nice big squeeze. And then bringing your hands onto your knees and just doing little circles with your hips. And then switching directions. All right, now reaching in between your knees to grab the outside knife edges of your feet, coming into a happy baby. Encouraging your sit bones or your lower back to stay on the mat when you do this. You might want to rock a little bit side to side, just warming up those hips still, waking them up. Or stay stationary. Do whatever feels best for you here. All right, now depending on how you're feeling, you can do your Shavasana or final resting pose in a Supta Baddha Konasana with the bottoms of your feet together, knees falling outwards with one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Or if this feels really uncomfortable for your legs, just extend them long like we normally do. So wherever you are, find your resting pose. And we'll end with a couple of deep breaths, just like we started. Encouraging all of the little muscles in your body to relax, relaxing through your face, your neck, your head, your arms, your legs, and everything in between. Allow yourself to feel supported by the mats. And if you have the time before you continue on with your day here, I would really encourage you to spend 3 to 5 minutes just in this pose or maybe in that traditional Shavasana, just really allowing the practice to sink in. This is the most important part of the practice, so don't skip it, even if you're nice and busy. As always, thank you so much for joining me, and namaste. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos.